Hello everyone, welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward, where last time was really cool. We left it right after the security room where Junpei where Sigma started to get like dizzy, and then everything he heard was like sped up. Something was going on with his brain slash whatever's in his head, because we're starting to think he could be a cyborg or something's going on, or it's a simulation or crazy stuff like that, or just waves, time travel, who knows, just a bit of everything. Last time a couple of people showed up in the chat, which was really nice for me. I realized how used I am to just playing alone, so it's very nice to have that back and forth a little bit, and to have people see me really struggle with with puzzles. But yeah, I'm loving this game so much. I had a lot of work to do, and all I could think of was getting back to this game because it's so cool so far. I'm really enjoying my first playthrough. I was really surprised by this escape room, because the flowchart used to go to up to here, and yeah, it's just a wonderful thing to see. So yeah, we'll see if we can get closer to an ending. We'll see if we get any answers. I'm guessing we're gonna get a bunch of questions and not too many answers, but it's gonna be nice anyway. So yeah, let's just jump in. There was a sofa, so Fi told us to sleep for a bit, and we're doing that. Like we said, I don't know why I said that, but before we know that Alice and Luna have died, we have no idea what's going on with Quark, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Quark, for all we know, could have left through the 9th door. We don't know. Hopefully not. But yeah, and Dio and Kay went through a different white door. Let's continue. I woke up several minutes later. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Also, these puzzles were so weird. And there were so many red herrings, especially the steps, all the words in the steps. I really hope the I was you will be me and she knows everything start to make some sense. At some point, that'd be nice. Fi, who had been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move. I'm guessing the she in this has to be Fi. I mean, I would say like 80% it's Fi, and 20% is like Luna. I don't think Alice is like particularly suspicious, or Clover really, even though they've been in non games before and they haven't said anything about it. I'm guessing they're not the mastermind, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Anyway, let's go again. Fi, who had been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again, and she wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's good. You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
Yeah. Well, I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they've got a lost and found? What are you talking about,
Your
man?
sanity's pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in.
Good job. Heh.
Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah. I think I must just be getting tired. I think it's more than that, Sigma. We don't know what that's about, but yeah. Kind of surprised it didn't catch up to me sooner.
I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
For just a moment, I thought of Radical 6. But I didn't want to worry Fi if I didn't have to. We talked about Radical 6. I don't know if I have a file about it. It would be in secret. I don't wanna look at too many things, but yeah, I'm not even gonna stop in that screen that we just saw. Oh gosh. No, I'm not reading that. Just the title, so I don't want to get spoiled in any way. Oh, this. Yeah, I don't think we have much about the virus. I don't remember much. But anyway, we'll talk about it later, I guess. Better just stay quiet about it.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
Or are
Fine.
you my mom?
No more check-ins. Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this.
Did we get more videos? That'd be nice. We only... What is it?
Footage from room 2 in the
Okay.
crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Gollum's cache.
When was this recorded?
We'll see in a minute.
Up there on the right, that looks like some sort of time code.
Can you figure it out?
No. It's just a bunch of numbers. I can't make heads or tails of it. And also, we can't read them.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system.
Okay, so the file names had some sort of meaning
They
then.
might as well be random to you and me.
I took photos too.
Made it pretty
Not of
hard to
everything,
find
but
this gem.
of a couple of things. Well, the camera files just have letters, so it's not that. Okay. This gem. Hello? Oh, it's K.
Yeah.
He looks at his bracelet here. Also, where is the little key that we found? The one to open up K's head. Do we have it? Looks at his bracelet. Probably checking how much time is left.
I'll just pause that and magnify it.
Can you do that? 21 minutes. So that means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors open, right?
Exactly.
And that would have been the white doors in this case, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's yellow now. Yeah, exactly.
After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
There were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? So that means what we're seeing here is K 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
How do you remember that so well? That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
Yeah, if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that.
Are there any other
I
angles?
looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
You mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death?
Exactly. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order.
Okay.
Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is.
Right.
So, this is the start of our footage.
There's someone
Yeah.
here.
About a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait. How do you know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, that's the hourglass we used earlier. Did we use it? We didn't use it.
Yeah.
We just, I guess, sort of used it in the puzzle, but not really. Yeah.
If I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass.
Also, shouldn't you use the one for 11 seconds? Isn't that better? Using the fourth one, you have to use it so many times.
Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Huh? Or you could use both for 15 seconds. That probably makes sense. And do 4 for 1 minute. Oh. Someone's coming in. With Clover. Is that Clover behind her?
Yeah. This is 0 hours.
Why
1
why is she so naked? I'll never understand, but whatever.
Right now, you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse.
I mean, I knew from the beginning we couldn't trust Clover. We know she's capable of murder, even though it wasn't canon when she did. It wasn't like the true ending, but we know she can kill people. She wouldn't mind killing people if she thinks it's the right thing to do. But why would she suspect Luna? Well, Clover said she knew who killed Alice. So it could definitely be that she thought it was Luna. I mean, it's not going to be the true ending, I think. But yeah. You and I are talking to Dio, okay?
With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
So we met up with Dio and then we went out again and then we came back, right? Yeah. What's going on? Are they fighting? No, it's not really a fight. It looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
Yeah.
Can we hear them? Is there an audio track?
Want to listen to it?
Can we? What the hell is this?
Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Well, we won't be able to understand anything in that. I'm sure we will at some point.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Huh?
Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours, 10 minutes, things suddenly
I mean, if you could read lips, you can definitely see, considering the quality of this. I've always been really jealous of people who can lip read. It sounds like it's like a really cool skill to have.
Here.
Hey, they're gone. As I watched, Clover moved steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. So they're under the camera. We cannot see what happened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another? No, he said this was it.
Yeah. This is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
Yeah, it was Clover. I mean, that's not too surprising. We just need to know why. What happened? Clover is so impulsive, man. I don't like Clover. I haven't liked her. I didn't like her in the first game. I don't like her now. Clover left. Also, she's not covered in blood or anything. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
Yeah.
But wait, Luna was stabbed, wasn't she? So it's not like it could have been an accident, could it?
This is about 1 minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you
Oh, maybe
start
she's still moving. Or...
At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her.
Dio. He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of the frame. He didn't say anything, did he? What's he up to?
I don't know.
Maybe he's just taking the bracelet. No, we saw the bracelet was there, wasn't it?
But I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it.
Why?
Remember what he said when you asked him about
Wait,
Quark?
let me see, because Luna is a green solo and Dio is a yellow. So maybe he tried to see... He would have gotten the bracelet if it helped him at all to go through the white doors, but it doesn't, so he just left it behind so they wouldn't suspect that he was there. Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
Yeah, that's not true. You're saying he was lying. He wasn't in the Floor B warehouse the whole time. He went to the crew quarters after we left him.
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
And whatever it was, it happened during this time.
Yeah, I think so.
So let me just write down, just in case we need to think about this later. So Luna, the people who were seen with her were Clover and Dio. I don't know if we have any footage of Alice. That'd be nice. Alright, now he's left. And it looks like he left in a hurry.
Maybe he heard a noise.
Like what?
The cyan door opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
And Kate called for us, didn't he? Let's see how much time it takes. Well, he was resuscitating her and stuff. Or so he said. Ah. When he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
And then Kay disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the others.
If Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this.
16 minutes. I mean, the camera is pretty badly set up.
So I'll fast forward,
Yep.
alright?
Sure.
Alright, should be around here. One sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in
I
a
want
minute
to check.
here.
Let me give me 1 second to check what year these games came out, because the level up in quality is so crazy to me. And I still haven't played the whole game, not even close. But I'd be really surprised if I like this game less than I did 999. It's so good. 2009, 999, and then 2012. Really? So it could have just been more to do with money than with ideas or whatever. I think it's just so much better. Super cool. At least just because of the puzzle, the story we don't know yet if it's better. Seems to be more mysteries, more of the same. I mean, these people are great at making mysteries, right? Let's see. Anyway, you should see something you recognize in a minute. There's Kay coming in from the bottom of the frame. And he's checking the time on his bracelet. So we've come full circle, huh?
Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open.
Okay.
For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, Kay heads to the floor.
I kind of feel like I should be taking notes of the times here, but I won't. Once he gets there, he tells about Luna's death. I mean, Kay doesn't look very suspicious
That's all
here,
the
but
footage I wanted to show you.
We don't know.
I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us.
You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure.
Has to have been one of them.
This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is?
I ran over the footage in my head. 0 hours 1 minute, Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 0 hours 10 minutes, they both move out of frame. 0 hours 11 minutes 40 seconds, Clover exits the room. 0 hours 12 minutes, Dio enters the room. Dio also immediately exits the frame. It seems likely that Dio was up to no good during this period. 0 hours 13 minutes, Dio exits the room. 0 hours 13 minutes 10 seconds, Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears from the camera's field of view. At this point, there are 16 minutes where nothing happens. 0 hours 29 minutes, Kay enters the frame. He looks at his bracelet. It says 0021, the remaining time until the primary doors open. There seems to be only one conclusion. No. The person who killed Luna is... We have no idea. I don't think we have enough... Let me think about what I think is likely. We know Clover can kill people. We know Dio maybe could kill people, but I don't really see him having a motive. If he wanted her bracelet, but he doesn't want his bracelet because they're yellow and green, aren't they? No, cyan. Yeah, yellow and green. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for him to do it for the bracelet. Same with Kay. Kay and Dio have the same color. They're a pair. What about Clover? Would she have that motive? No, because they left the bracelet, right? But Clover had a motive for killing someone because she said she knew who killed Luna, who killed Alice. I think it's Clover, honestly. I think Dio was just like checking to see if he could get something, and then he didn't want to be incriminated, so he left. Maybe he just wanted to check the bracelet, or... I mean, I'm guessing it's not the case because it's fiction. I don't know if it's because it's fiction, but maybe Dio was doing weird stuff. I don't know. Let's not think about that because that's probably not the case. And Kay could have killed her. I mean, everyone could have killed her. I don't think we have enough clues, but I think the most suspicious person here is Clover. Ever since she was born, she's been the most suspicious person in the room. So I'm sorry for doubting you, Clover, but I think it's you, Clover. Also, she was aggressive towards her. If Luna didn't move from the edge of the room, it's for one of 2 or 3 reasons. First one, which I don't think is likely, is that she knew about the camera and it sort of was messing with us. If she's the one who knows everything according to the puzzle, then maybe that could be an option, but I think it's very unlikely. The other one is that Clover killed her or in any way like restricted her movement. So maybe like tied her up or something. But we would have seen some indication as to that happening, I guess, because we didn't see anyone live with a rope or anything like that. So I'm guessing it's like a 50-50, but at this point I feel like she got killed, like from Clover for the first... And then Dio was snooping around, and then Kay was actually trying to save her. Is that the case? I don't know. Clover.
What makes you think so? Luna could still have been alive after Clover
Yeah,
left the room.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna too.
That footage alone isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one other thing into account, then the case against Clover gets a lot stronger.
And what is that element?
Dio's behavior at the white doors. Kay wanted us to enter the white doors. I told him I wouldn't leave 3 people to die. Do you remember what Dio said?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He obviously knew that only you and I would be going through the door. Do you get it?
Yeah. He knew we had Luna's bracelet.
Okay, we hadn't told him, I guess. I guess that makes sense. So why does it make it a good case against Clover?
Which means he also knew Luna was dead. Is that what you're getting at?
But that just tells us Kay and Dio knew exactly. If he didn't know she was dead, he would never have said that. So it's not Kay. Okay, that's what we know. The moment Kay suggested we go through the doors, he would have brought it up. That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna? But he didn't even mention her. Like he didn't expect her to be there. Why would he do that? I can only think of 2 reasons. One, that when Dio entered that room, Luna was already dead. Or 2, he killed Luna himself. The second one doesn't seem likely though. If Dio had killed Luna, he probably would have made a point to hide that. That is true as well. That's kind of smart of Sigma. I didn't think of that, but yeah. So hard to keep up with all these things that happen, but yeah. I'm guessing he probably would have asked where she was. Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi won't be able to get through the white doors without her. That's so cool. He seems like the kind of guy who'd go out of his way to feign ignorance of a crime he committed. I 100% agree. Also, I just went with Clover because she's incredibly suspicious, but this makes much more sense. So yeah, I think we arrived at the same conclusion, but Sigma's smarter than me. In this case, though, he said nothing. That doesn't clear him, of course, but it does make it a lot less likely that he was the killer. If he wasn't the killer, then we're left with only one other option.
When Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Interesting. That's pretty much what I thought.
Of course
too.
it is.
And it does seem like Clover had a
Yeah.
motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yes. The movement of the A-B rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman.
Right, because he was in the room on the far right. Right? We should have a photo of that as well. The big problem with my photos is that I didn't make an album. I need to do that after I'm done with this. I just took photos and I just have them in my camera roll, but I don't really. At least they're easy to spot because they're like blue always. Okay, here. Yeah, Luna was on the far right. And then that room was moved to where, so that it looked like it was Kay and Clover's room, but it actually was just Luna's. That's probably the only thing suspicious about Luna. And also Clover's insane, dude.
Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth.
Okay.
She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
She's nuts, that's what happened. I mean, if you think your friend was killed for that reason, because the person who killed her is already a murderer, or is like a serial killer at this point, I mean, it would make sense to be angry, maybe even kill them, but Clover is just too much of a menace. I don't know. When did Clover get the injection gun? Oh, it was an injection thing. It wasn't... Okay, it wasn't bloody. That's what I was thinking about before.
I would guess after she went through the yellow door, she would have been exploring the
Right.
infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah, I know. That's very cool. Okay. I'm liking Fi a lot more now. I feel like she was too much of a dick before. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No. Nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and
Also,
Park
Fi could be
went.
hiding stuff because she was dealing with the recordings, but yeah.
And nothing about the old woman or Alice's
Really?
murders
Nothing from
either.
Tenmyoji and everyone else? So Zero Senior's identity.
Still
Okay.
unknown.
Yeah, if we just got all the questions answered by the security footage, that'd be too much, but yeah. That's cool. Okay. Well, let's go find Clover. I guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth. Just called her a horse.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
And she didn't go through the doors, right? We think. Maybe she did. We didn't check the inside. Well, no, because the inside of the doors is very small, right? If the little video was something to go off. She is. She has to be.
I sure hope so.
Are we going back? Yeah. I guess we'll find Kay and Dio at least. There's still a bit of a ways to go in the flowchart, and there's two different paths that come out of this, so we'll see. All the way back to Flore warehouse. No one's here. Okay. See, there's 2 paths still. I wonder how many of these also expand, like this one. Also, what decision was made here? Oh, the AB. Yeah. We allied with Luna. No one's here.
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Yeah. See if we see anything weird.
You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it. Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just a strange, cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. I really wonder about the cage pendant, the bird in a cage thing. That has to have a meaning here. I'm not gonna say what I think it is because I don't really have any clue, but I'm guessing it has something to do with the game and her role in it. Somehow, seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in our stomach that just sits there, poisoning you. I agree, man. It's a cool way to put it. I turned and left the room. But Alice's death was bloody, so I'm really surprised about that. Like, how were they able to do that without really bringing attention to themselves? No good.
There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
Same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong?
Why are you so close to me? First of all.
You need to get it together.
Why did you send me to check out the rooms with the dead people, man?
What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others?
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Yeah. I like that there's not a time limit, even though in the first game it was like artificial. It wasn't really gonna change anything. I like that we can just, there's not an actual time limit, it's just the rounds. I like that more than the 9 hours. Yeah, you're right. I turned and headed for the door at the far end. I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. What? Look at Clover's finger. Also her wrist. The bracelet was removed? Oh, so they're dead. They have to be dead if the bracelet was removed, no? There's a bracelet on the ground next to Tenmyoji. Tenmyoji's bloodied as well. Oh gosh. First thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. I think they're both dead, actually. We don't know about Tenmyoji, still could be alive, but... My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. The lead ball turned to ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. The only person completely unaccounted for is Quark at this point, which is the one with 9 points. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cold, limp feel of their skin turned my shaking fingers. Oh, under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up to it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs, and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera.
The security cameras suck, man.
Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
They're handcuffs together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere.
They should write something somewhere. Oh, there's a hard mode. So I was asked about like what game mode I was doing. I guess it was hard. Okay. You just wanted them to die because of the screen. Did they die? They were killed, or was it just the doors shutting and then them getting punished?
The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
But how do you get them in this position? I guess if you're K, you could do that, but anyone else, I don't know. They would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Why?
Look. See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I was thinking about the bracelet, but it makes sense. Why is that midge so yellow? So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
Oh my god. There's a cut in Tenmyoji's left hand. That's a cut. Oh, you can see the marks of the bracelet. Does that mean he was just like stuck there, or was it when like the poison was like put into the arm? It looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. It must have been deep. That's crazy.
And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
The penalty. Let me just make sure that these are theirs. Clover Cyan pair, yeah. And Tenmyoji's red solo, yeah. And they were both at... What? I have in my notes that Clover was at 4 points. 3 points, I mean. Is that wrong? No, she was at 6 and she was betrayed. She went down to 3. What happened there? What? This is just a mistake, or did something happen that I'm not aware of? Oh no, you lose 2 points. Yeah, I messed up. She went from 6 to 4. That's on me. Cool. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in the bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were
yeah,
injected.
it's injection, okay.
The tubicurine must have killed them.
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. Someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them. They didn't need to tie them up.
That's true. You've got a point. I mean, we could also suspect that Tenmyoji had something to do with it because he wanted Quark to leave. And maybe this was his way of forcing Quark to leave, who maybe didn't want to leave. And he could be like, we're gonna be tied here, we're gonna be stuck here, so there's nothing to do. We cannot leave. So if you want to survive, you need to get through the 9th door, because if not, you're gonna die. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
Find something?
Yeah.
What is it that you take back? Do you need to tie them up? If I bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A cyan bracelet. Quark is dead, man. So they did need to tie them up if you didn't want them to go through. Someone killed... I could have been Clover. Someone killed... Gosh. Someone killed Quark so they don't leave, right, I guess. This was Quark's.
Correct. It has 9 BP too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. If Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
No. No. This can't be happening. Not Quark.
Hey, Sigma. Calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
I mean, he could have left and leave the thing behind. But...
In fact, this could be good news. A
Really?
ray of hope.
Ray of Hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. I mean, he could have like broken his arm or something, or like broken his thumb. I don't know. But I think if you just try to take it off, you just get killed, or no? That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
Maybe he got out.
Maybe he got
then.
out and left the thing behind. Right, he's got 9 BP. Wait, so you're saying he escaped and came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead? Huh?
Just right.
You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Hey. Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen? He's so stupid.
That's
Good
enough.
slap, honestly. At this point.
Quark is
We kind of
definitely
needed
alive.
that. And it's fine to go forward thinking Quark is alive, because what else are we gonna do?
He has to be. He has to be.
But I don't think Quark is that innocent. I don't know.
I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get
Let's say
killed.
kid. I don't know if innocent. Well, according to Tenmyoji, I guess he was innocent, but yeah. I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words. I don't know. But there's no way Quark did this, right? There's no way Quark put the handcuffs on them and stuff. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first.
Why?
Clues
What kind of clues?
to who might have killed them. Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killers saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess at least.
It's funny how you can clearly see how they can both get off the handcuffs because their hands are so small, but yeah.
That's odd.
What's wrong?
I can't find anything.
Huh?
I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it.
Right.
Do you think the killer took it?
I don't know.
Could be.
I'm gonna take a look at Clover.
So he
too.
thought with the luminol you can see who Zero is, right? That's what Tenmyoji thought, for some reason.
Give me a minute.
The finger. Fi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke and began to gingerly examine her corpse. Then, after a moment, I saw her hand stop.
Look. See your thigh?
Her thigh.
Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
Oh, that's where she wrote. Yeah, it does.
Sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
It's written in blood. That looks more like a 9 than a 6. Or a B. Must be Tenmyoji's. Just write that down, just in case we need to check back in. And taking a picture of that would be weird. It could be a 1. Considering she wrote it, or we think she wrote it, a B makes more sense than a 9, but why would it be 910? Or 9/0, or 0/6, or 0 out of 6. But if you think about it being a 6, it doesn't really look like it. Must be Tenmyoji's blood.
It says 016.
What does that mean?
Hang on. I feel like I've seen that
Have you?
somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen
What?
it somewhere. It's no use.
God. Where could you have seen it?
Can't remember.
Could be something that happened before the game or something. Don't get my hopes up like that.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer.
Could be 910 as well.
She must have written them after she got hit with the Soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done
Minutes?
something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us.
I mean, if you had minutes and you just wrote 3 numbers, you're a dumbass. Just saying. Okay, let's see if any of the numbers that we have are able to tell us who it could be. I mean, if it's a 9, it could be related to Quark. 10. But that's all. No, we should try to write Dio. She wouldn't be that dumb. She write like this, right? How? Maybe if you're crazy on drugs, like you're just getting injected with whatever this is, you think you're writing Dio and you write like this. That's one way to write Dio. I guess if it's completely the other way around. Right? Completely mirrored. Could be Dio. Very reminiscent of Danganronpa's first case, funny enough. If that's the case. If you're trying to say who it is, yeah, I don't think that would mean Kay or Luna in any way. Or Quark. I guess it's Dio, but 016, huh? Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are Kay and Dio. Assuming he wasn't one of us, I mean...
No, there's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
I mean, Dio's the other one who could have likely, or like realistically, like physically overpower them both? Damn it, this is hopeless. I can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. And he had the time when Kay was resuscitating Luna. That was a lot of time to do stuff. What about the old woman we found? We have no idea who this is, that's funny. Who killed her? The movement of the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. But when would she have done it? Well, Dio and Quark are next to the room as well. And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. And of course, now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? Footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behavior makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. But now we'll never know for sure. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 1016 is supposed to mean. I mean, how in the world can you write that with your right hand and write it like that, man? I mean, if it was upside down, then we could think that she was in a weird position or something before, but it's mirrored, which is really weird. Don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist? And why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. I feel like my head is about to explode. Please, Vi. Give me something, anything. A clue, a hint, come on, you gotta have something.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, but how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle out whatever they want to test.
That's it?
No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint. So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see anything's glowing, if anything's glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean the rec room. Why the rec room? Only the rec room. Wait, what is a rec room? Where is a rec room? I'm trying to think what it is. Is that the only one that has a light switch before the room that we just went through? Fi and I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. It could also be that just simply they didn't want to leave it here, because if they left it here, we could do it with the braces that are here, and we could find something that didn't want us to find out. Like the Quark is 0, for example. So that could be it. Anyway, I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I've been looking for. Let me see the rec room, because I forgot what it is, honestly. I'm kind of confused. Okay. Okay. Oh, the luminol bottles were here. This is where we found Tenmyoji. Okay. Holy Christ. Kay as well, man. Holy, that's rough. I mean, they have to be dead, right? There's a cord there. Why is there a cord? Damn, man. Okay, everyone's dead. Who's alive? No one is alive. Just us two and Quark? Question mark? Quark is 0? If Phi is 0, I don't know how the fuck she did this, but yeah. Now, this was after we were separated, so it has to have been Quark, but how in the world can he do that, right? Is there anyone else that we know of alive? Sigma and Phi, K and D are dead, Luna's dead, Clover's dead, Quark, question mark, Alice is dead, Tamir is dead. It has to have been Quark or someone else who we're not aware of. Holy. It's one of those endings, huh? Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen, a room full of corpses had a profound effect. Also, how cool is it that after we see everyone but one person is dead, we still have 2 different paths? Like, how detailed is this game, right? Like, if this was the first game, like, I feel like we would have reached the end a while back. We even had an escape here. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think, was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect the brain from constant emotional bombardment? They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Let's say that 2 species of an animal come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, but species B doesn't. The horrible pain felt by species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, some of species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, species A is eliminated and only species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no millions of years. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. That's so strange, but I guess this is not completely unheard of. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. He is still out there. So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself there was no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's
I mean, one
stomach.
of them could have killed one of the others, and then the other one could have gotten killed by someone else. It's impossible they were both killed. They both killed each other. It's completely impossible, so let's not even think about that.
Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
Alright then. Well, these are the people who made Mizuki in the Somnium Files, or who knows if a child is that defenseless. Alright then, are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane?
We were literally together the whole time after we last saw them, so...
And just when would I have done
Well,
that?
I fell asleep. Okay, that's like the little smudge of a possibility that Phi is actually the killer. If when we were asleep, if she did that on purpose, that she went and killed them, but there's absolutely no way, right?
I've been with you this whole time.
She was right. After the end of the second round of the AB game, Phi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the white doors, explore the security office, solve puzzles, all of it together. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if something could have happened while we were asleep, but I don't think this is it. No, wait. There had been one time when I wasn't watching. A few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. How do you know it was a few minutes? You have no idea. Could she have snuck out then? The rec room and the security office weren't that far away from one another. If the round trip took about a minute, and she'd killed him in 4 minutes, then the whole thing could have only taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Maybe she convinced Kay to kill Dio, and when Kay was killing Dio, she struck him over the head or something like that, right? From behind, because Kay was killed from behind. Just how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast forwarded, probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? Might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. That is true as well. And where had something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey, what you doing there, Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah. 2 things, actually.
Oh?
Take a look at this.
I don't think Fi is that suspicious, but yeah, who knows? A knife? What does it say? Myrmidons? Myrmidons?
Yeah.
There's something engraved on the blade, too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer? Let me write that down just in case.
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
This is a knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right. From the looks of it, I guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width,
Luna said this?
3 millimeters.
Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers it gave us for the wound. Oh, it was like a scan thing, yeah.
Right.
Same knife then.
Wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words...
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right?
Right.
So if they match, that means this knife was used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Still, why does Dio have it?
He must have gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Also, we need to see if Kay has any other wounds. That could be interesting. Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AB room.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her. If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get it later? True.
Well, we can look into that more
What if
later.
Clover killed her? I don't know.
First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said? I found 2 things. There was the knife and... this.
Wait, they had it? Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it just in case. Alice did? Oh, please tell me we can open the mask now.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
I'm guessing we're gonna see a golem or a familiar face. What if we see like 7? Nah.
And now Dio's got it.
Dio had it. Okay.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took
Maybe
Kay's
this was
key.
the objective. Wait. Case key?
Oh man.
Yeah, we're stupid.
You couldn't figure it out from the
I
shape?
did. Actually, I did. What do you mean?
Get over here. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, and pointed to the back of it. I'm so happy we can do this. Please don't stop me from doing this, actually.
You remember this, right?
Oh yeah. So that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a
Man,
shot.
poor Kay. Before I had time to prepare myself, Fi shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But no way it doesn't open, man. It's the other way though. Didn't it flip it the wrong way?
It's no good. Can't get it open.
Why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on
No
in order to
way,
open.
buddy.
But with this
I'm so
axe in
sad.
here-
You're saying it shorted the suit out or something.
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder.
So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like. I guess we're not supposed to know that just yet. That's okay. I feel like the key should have turned the other way, but okay. I mean, it makes sense to turn it left, but it looks like there's a slot to the right, so I don't know.
Yeah. No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
She'd only been searching for a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Look.
What is it? The
Spray bottle with luminol in it.
Okay. Now we can spray everyone. That's the one Tenmyoji had.
Yeah.
Then does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to the sink?
We don't know yet.
Likely. Why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you going to check for luminal reaction?
Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere here, though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it.
Done. Is there... What is there? There's stuff there.
Thanks.
This hoots.
Just as I thought. Look. Dio's left wrist.
The other side of his bracelet is glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you
Disinclined.
look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean.
So this is supposed, according to Tenmyoji, this is supposed to indicate who Zero is.
Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
And that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyoji.
Right.
What? I'm confused there. But I think the luminal thing was from, I mean the blood thing under the bracelet was from before, right? And why did Tenmyoji... I guess Tenmyoji knew that whoever killed the woman was Zero, so he wanted to spray the thing to see if there was some blood remaining under the bracelet. Is that it? Is that it, simply? Okay, so it has to be the old woman. Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenmyoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the Luminol?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that Dio's Zero Senior?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Damn. And who killed Dio?
Kay, perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Yeah, he was hit over the head. Oh, shoulder, I guess. Another descendant of species B.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. I mean, I guess it's not unlikely. Not completely unlikely. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, then...
all of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
Not really. Oh.
An Amphidex gate has been opened.
Oh. What? But I thought... yeah, okay, Quark didn't make it through the doors, so he just stole the cards from Dio and Kay?
45 minutes remain.
45, that's a lot of time.
Polling closes.
What? That's impossible. Okay, let's save. Okay, so we had all this and then the door opened, which means Quark hasn't left yet? Or there has to be someone else. Or someone who we thought was dead was not actually dead. So those are the options. Someone who we thought was dead was not actually dead. Quark is still in the game without his bracelet. Somehow he left through the door, the bracelet opened, and then he came back in like 9 seconds for some reason. Or there's someone else. There's another person who stole the cards from Kay and Dio and opened the room. We'll have to see. I guess we have to go back to the warehouse A, and we'll do that next time. So, very cool. Very, very cool. Many questions. Few answers and few people who are alive. Right now, people who are alive are Sigma, Phi, and potentially Quark, which I'm not sure. But if they're not alive, then it has to be someone else. So, I'm guessing it's not likely that there's someone else just walking around. So we'll have to see. So yeah, stay tuned. I will see you very soon. I will continue with this game as soon as I can, and yeah, see if we can figure out some mysteries and see if we have we can get to an ending soon or something. We'll see. We're gonna have to ally or betray people who are dead. I don't know how that's gonna work, but yeah, AB rooms are gonna be weird this time. Have a good one. I will see you very soon. Bye bye.